Good evening, good people, and welcome to tonight's mass call. You all know, because we've been doing this for over a year now, that this is a call where we come together across our differences in region and identity, and we get grounded together as a movement. We examine the lay of the land where we're at. We look at current events and past the punditry, making meaning from leaders that you can trust that can give us concrete calls to action in the micro and the bigger context of what we're experiencing in this moment. I want to welcome you to this incredible call, and I want to thank you for prioritizing being here tonight. Take a second and holler at your folks real quick. Tell them to come on and join us. They can get registered. They can come to the YouTube channel of their choice and come and watch tonight's mass call with you tonight. Take a second to get comfortable and remind your folks that we are live. Today, again, you're going to be hearing from people on the front lines of our movement about the work that they're doing and what you can do to do your part. My name is Ashley Woodard Henderson. I'm going to be your host this evening. I want to welcome folks who haven't missed a mass call, and I want to welcome our new folks too. We're so glad that you've joined us. If you're watching on the internet live, I want to encourage you to do as friends are already doing in the chat. Say hello. Tell us where you're calling in from. If you're repping an organization, feel free to shout them out too. I know we got some Working Families Party, some Move On members. We got Indivisible. We got Union. The House of Labor is on the call tonight. Incredible organizations from all across the country, multiple sectors are all here in solidarity this evening. Shout out your team. We're so glad that you have joined us. And if you're watching the videos later, we're sending you all a special dose of love as well. Y'all, I'm not going to tell you much that you don't already know for the sake of getting us grounded this evening. You all already feel it. It's partly why you prioritized tonight's call. This is an all hands on deck moment. Just last month, the GOP controlled Congress passed a budget resolution calling for $1.5 trillion in cuts. Yes, that is trillion with a T. They called for $1.5 trillion in cuts to the programs our families depend on, including Medicaid. Trump and the Republicans in Congress care more about tax breaks for their biggest donors than lowering costs for everyday families like yours and like mine. They want to cut taxes for huge corporations and billionaires and pay for it by cutting our health care. And now they want to put that bill on the president's desk by Memorial Day. We only have a couple of weeks to organize all across this country to stop the GOP from gutting Medicaid, friends. Tonight's speakers are going to talk about how we can stop them in their tracks and do just that. You're going to hear from local advocates and national leaders from across the country on how they're fighting back against these Medicaid cuts. And most importantly, you're going to learn how you can take action from right where you are in your community. And I see you in the chat. Y'all are here from all over the country. I see folks from my hometown. Shout out to Chattanooga, Tennessee. I saw Gatlinburg. California's in the building. Alabama's here. Pennsylvania's here. New York is here. Michigan is in the building. Maryland, Jersey. Y'all been turning up all week. Wisconsin, we see you all and more, y'all. We are coast to coast, north to south, and we are coming together from hoods and hollers all over the United States to say enough is enough, and you absolutely are not going to gut our Medicaid benefits. So I can't wait to introduce you to the slew of incredible speakers that we have for you tonight. But before we get into it, you have an opportunity right now to take our first call to action. So I'm going to ask you to take out your phone. And once you've taken out your phone, say phones out in the comments. I am looking at the YouTube channels. There's way too many YouTube channels to see all of you, but I promise I'm scurrying through all of them as I can while I'm facilitating this call in hopes to stay in touch and in communication with you. So if you got your phone out, I want you to put phones out in the chat, and I'm going to tell you a word to text and a phone number to text it to. That is how you're going to find out how you can take action. You're going to hear the calls to action tonight, but we want to make sure that we can stay in touch with you so you can get the bat signal and stay in touch with us as we continue to fight over the next 2 weeks. All right, phones are out. All right, bet. So this is what you're going to do. Go to the messaging app, and I want you to text the word no cuts, one word, NOCUTS, no cuts, to 70303. Again, you're going to text the word no cuts, all one word, no spaces, NOCUTS to 70303. That's no cuts to 70303. You're going to text that number and you're going to find out how you can take action. Now, I'm going to remind you about this call to action throughout the call, but I want to go ahead and give you a sneak peek that once you've done it, I want you to ask a friend to do it too. Think about the group chats that you're in, the social media accounts that you use. Maybe you've got an email list that you could share it with, or colleagues and coworkers, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your buddies. I want you to think about who is the phone tree that you can call into this sacred moment that we're building together to fight to protect our people that we love, people that we care about, sometimes our very selves, as we fight this fight against the GOP to save Medicaid. So again, you want to get your phone out, you want to go to the messaging app and you want to text 70303, the word no cuts, NOCUTS, text no cuts to 70303. And with that, dear ones, I get to start introducing you to some of the most trusted leaders in this work, people who you can believe, people who are going to make meaning of this moment with us and get us fired up and ready to go. So first up, I'd like to welcome to our virtual stage Ann Massey. She's a proud Wisconsinite and mama, and she's going to talk about how important Medicaid has been for her family. And I'll toss it to you.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my story, and thank you everybody for logging on and joining us. I work 3 jobs that could all be impacted by cuts to Medicaid. And I have 2 kids, both receive vital services through Medicaid. A confidentiality agreement limits what I can say about my first job. I caption phone calls for the deaf and the hard of hearing. It's a free service, which is covered by a small fee that we each pay on our phone bills, but I work for a private company that's overseen by the FCC. Medicaid, a cut to Medicaid would impact our clients' ability to have this service, which includes 911 call captioning. My second job is supporting families like mine in Wisconsin. My son is deaf. There are over 3,000 families like ours in the state, some of which have coexisting conditions. 90% of kids with hearing loss are born to hearing parents who have no experience with hearing loss and do not know how to communicate with their children. Medicaid covers hearing screenings, hearing aids, hearing aid batteries, cochlear implants, and birth to 3 services, which is a team of supports that is free to families and they visit your home. My oldest son is on the high functioning end of the autism spectrum. He also comes with ADHD, oppositional defiant disorder, and depression. My third job is caring for him through a Medicaid program called IRIS. That's 1/3 of my income. My oldest son is also a victim of domestic violence. I had fled his father's mental abuse, but when I left, the abuse turned violent and targeted our oldest son. This led to severe mental health problems in both our kids. As our oldest son was fleeing his father's placement time and our family court battle continued, I was able to get him enrolled in Wraparound, a Medicaid-funded program. He was quickly assigned a care coordinator, a therapist, a family therapist, and a mentor/crisis responder. I eventually won full custody and placement of our son, and he eventually got the space he needed to start healing. Our youngest son, our deaf son, witnessed all that violence and texted for help. He's still sharing time between homes. He has also suffered severe mental health outcomes that include an eating disorder, cutting, and suicidal thoughts. Medicaid is not only providing our second son with the same wraparound services, but Medicaid laws have protected both kids from their father's attempt to deny treatment, even though we shared custody decision-making authority at the time. Without these Medicaid-funded programs and services, I would not have been able to keep my children from committing suicide at their father's home. And I would be more financially dependent on their father, who is already denying court-ordered support. Without these Medicaid programs, the families I support in this state would be lost on how to communicate and raise a child that cannot hear. Medicaid is a backbone program in this country. Without it, or with only some of it, we cannot possibly dream of being great again. Medicaid cuts would weaken a significant portion of our population and put workers out of work. Cutting Medicaid puts too many of us in a survival situation. Thank you, Ashley. Back to you.
And we are sending you and your family so much love. And we thank you for being courageous in a time of chaos, sharing your story with us and reminding us that this is not a game, that real everyday people's lives are impacted when politicians who care more about profit than our people prioritize the consolidation of their wealth at our expense. We love you. We're grateful for you. Thank you for being here tonight. We swear we will fight with everything we've got for families like yours. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. All right, y'all, take a deep breath. We know it's deep, but that's what time it is on the clock of the United States, y'all, is that we are really literally fighting to save our families' lives. I see in the chat that folks are saying they too have children. I see someone saying that they raised 3 kids and wouldn't have held it together had it not been for the medical care that they received through Medicaid and SNAP as well. So we know none of us are by ourselves on this call. It's partly why we're doing it, is to remind us that we're not alone. So again, I'm going to remind you that you can stay in touch and get involved right now by texting no cuts to 70303. Please do that right now. Please tell a friend to do it as well. We're going to keep moving to our next incredible speaker, Alexis Rose Hinckley, who is a ridiculously awesome registered nurse. Y'all know, a content creator. And Alexis is going to share with us why we need to protect Medicaid as well. Alexis, I'll toss it to you next.
Hi, everyone. I want to start off by saying, Anne, that was a beautiful display of vulnerability. Thank you for sharing your family's experience with us. And thank you all at home for being here today. My name is Alexis. I'm a nurse in Southern California. I'm not a politician. I'm not a CEO. I'm someone who wakes up every day and goes to work caring for the people in my community. And I'm here specifically to speak out because what is happening to our healthcare system, especially in regards to long-term care facilities and rural hospitals, is not just wrong, it is very dangerous. I'll just say it plainly, Medicaid cuts will kill people in specific populations, rural communities, disabled folks, and the elderly. Those cuts hit the hardest. Every day, I care for people who rely on Medicaid. Seniors in nursing homes who can't walk or feed themselves, adults with disabilities who deserve respect and dignity, mothers, fathers, neighbors, veterans, people from all walks of life. In our long-term care facilities, budget cuts mean neglect for our patients, our parents, our grandparents. Why is this? Because in a for-profit healthcare system, profits are prioritized over people. So when a budget is cut, staff ratios explode. Right now, before these cuts have even happened, many long-term care nurses are responsible for 30 to 40 patients. One nurse, simply put, cannot be in 40 places at once. That's not safe. That's not care. That is exploitation. And it's not what our elders deserve. But Medicaid is the top reimbursement contributor for these facilities, so cutting Medicaid means leaving the elderly without any help or nurses with an insane burden, both at work and mentally. No one goes into healthcare to neglect people, but these facilities are already putting staff in impossible situations all the time. In our rural hospitals, those precious lifelines for small towns, Medicaid is the difference between staying open and shutting down. I've seen what happens when the funding dries up. Emergency rooms close, maternity wards vanish, and people drive hours just to see a doctor. El Centro, California is a rural agriculture town. They just lost their birth center because of this exact issue. So now residents in the Imperial Valley have to drive either 2 hours east to Yuma, Arizona, or 2 hours west to San Diego just to see an OBGYN. If an emergency happens, that can mean death. And that is the fate awaiting rural hospitals if these cuts go through. And the crazy thing is, none of this saves money. It just moves the cost somewhere else. It means hospitals spiking prices of procedures and care to offset losing Medicaid dollars, which increases the overall cost for everybody. So yes, this will affect everyone, regardless if they are on Medicaid or not. Not to mention the personal burdens on families and the funerals that did not need to happen. The bottom line is, we're not talking about policy. We are talking about people. So today I'm asking everyone, do not stay silent. Do not let them cut our care away without a fight. Speak up for the grandma in the nursing home. Speak up for the farmer who can't afford a hospital that's 2 hours away. Speak up for your neighbors, your kids, your future, because healthcare is not a privilege, it is a right. And Medicaid is a promise that we made to care for our most vulnerable among us, and a promise that we have to keep. So please call your lawmakers, be relentless. Their staffers need things to do, trust me. And tell them our lives are not on the chopping block. Thank you all for having me here today. I'm honored to stand beside all of you in this critical fight to protect our communities and save our healthcare. Ashley, back to you.
Alexis, the honor is ours. Can we show some love to the nurses in the chat, y'all? Like, I mean, most of us would not make it had it not been for these nurses that are out here literally overworked, underpaid, right? Like, out here saving lives every day. And these experts who are seeing it firsthand are telling us that we have to fight like lives depend on it, right? And I'm seeing you all in the chat. I'm seeing the stories that you're sharing of elder care. Y'all know, some of y'all know my mom passed right before that big 140,000 call that we had back in November. If it hadn't been for Medicaid, I don't know what we would have done, right? I see folks talking about elder care. I see you talking about your sons and daughters and your siblings, your nibblings. I see you. I see you talking and sharing these stories. And I see folks saying like, man, some of this is really hard to hear. I see you. So I want to remind you to take good care, get your water, get your orange juice, take some deep breaths, right? Fill your body, feel your feelings, because it's going to require us to fuel our righteous rage about what they're doing to our communities. That grief is going to matter, but we don't have to let it make us sick either, right? So I want you to remember to take care of yourselves and each other in the chat. And we're going to keep going through our incredible speakers. Next, I have this esteemed privilege to introduce to some and bring back to others Shaniqua McClendon. She's the Vice President of Political Strategy for Crooked Media. I know you all know who Crooked Media is and is the head of Vote Save America. Shaniqua's going to lay out the political stakes of this fight. Friend, I will toss it to you next.
Thank you, Ashley. Hi, everyone. Again, I'm Shaniqua McClendon. Thank you all for joining this call tonight. As mentioned, I'm the head of Vote Save America, and what we do at Vote Save America, we're a grassroots organization, and we work to take people at any level of civic and political engagement that they're at and give them what they need, the tools, the strategies, the tactics to get involved in their communities, which is what I'm going to share with you all tonight. But just before we get into that, I just kind of want to set the stage, and there's a lot happening. I don't know if you all can tell how tired I look, but I am very tired because so much is happening right now. And because so much is happening, it can make it really, really hard to stay consistently engaged. And especially when like all the things that are going on include a bunch of billionaires trying to take over our government and eliminate really important social safety nets for people, specifically social safety nets like Medicaid. I was on Medicaid growing up. I mean, it literally kept me alive. I had to get, a life-saving surgery when I was 9 years old. And if we didn't have Medicaid, I know my parents couldn't pay for it. I have a twin sister. My parents had us when they were 19. And so money was not something we had a lot of. And the first time my mother could actually afford private insurance was literally when she went to go work at Blue Cross Blue Shield. And she got a really deep discount for it. So it's not like she was in a place where she could afford it. But before that, we relied on Medicaid. We didn't have a choice. It was how we got our health care. And after my parents split up and we moved to North Carolina, where my mother was a single mother, she was making $22,000 a year with three children to take care of. And so she just could not afford to pay really high premiums. But my story is not unique. And it's not just one of Democrats like me. A recent CBO report showed that under Republicans' current Medicaid plan, 8.6 million people would lose access to their health care. Um, and so this is not a problem that just affects, people who think like us. It's actually the people who put a lot of these people in office. But that means for Republicans who vote for this bill, they're hurting their own. Well, that's not something a lot of them can do if they want to be reelected next year. They have really slim margins. They can only afford to lose 3 votes in the House. And so if every single member decides to show up, that means we can start picking off these folks because it's just 3 people. When they voted for the framework for this overall bill, it passed 217 to 215. So, 2 votes, but 2 votes that would have tied it. So if we can get 3 of them to step away from this bill, or at least the Medicaid cuts, we can actually stop the worst parts of this bill. Now, there's going to be a lot of parts that we can't control, but Medicaid is a program that we actually can save. And so, it's not just wishful thinking. There's actually, like, Republicans are so nervous right now that and this is going to sound like, okay, that's not, the most of it, but they took the tax cuts that they wanted to make down from 4.5 trillion to 4 trillion, which is $500 million. And they're trying to kind of distort the messaging around this bill to say, we're not giving tax cuts that are that much, but they also want to save some money. So this doesn't look as bad as it is. But what it is they're taking money from poor people so that they can give rich people more money that they don't need. But they're scared of the midterms. And a big reason for that is, like, so many of you have showed up to protests, to rallies, to town halls, and they are seeing that. At Crooked, we are a media company. Vote Save America does do our activism work, but something that we focus a lot on is, like, how can we bring attention to things? And every time one of you shows up to something, the news and media, they care a lot more. And who's watching that? All of these politicians who now have to vote on this bill. So the work that you all are doing is really, really important, but so is sharing your stories and other people's stories. We heard Anne speak earlier before me, sharing a personal story, and it's a really powerful tool that each of us has. And if you don't have a personal story, I'm sure you know someone who does have a story that they can share. And that really moves people. Again, from the world I come from, it's really important to get people's attention. And so we have to do that. So I'm going to wrap up because I think I've actually gone over at this point. But Vote Save America has a tool for anyone who wants to share those stories. If you go to votesaveamerica.com, it's our Show Up and Get Loud toolkit so that you can share those stories. So anyone who's interested, go to votesaveamerica.com. And thank you again for joining the call today.
Well, you heard it here, folks. You can go to Vote Save America and get involved right now. And for the folks that have just joined that are in the chat saying, what's the thing that I text? I got you, boo. You text no cuts. All one word, NOCUTS to 70303. I also saw some folks in the chat being like, well, who is 70303? It's us. It's us. It's the folks on this call. It's the organizations and the leaders that are making this call to action. So I need you to do it. I need you to tell the homies to do it. I need you to tell your neighbors, folks you go to the synagogue, the mosque, the church with. If you don't do none of that and all you do is get sweaty at the club, I need you to tell those folks we are fighting to save Medicaid by any means and all the means necessary, y'all. You've heard it here. We absolutely have to do the sacred work. Heard folks saying in the chat that we can't wait till the elections. You're exactly right. We got 2 weeks. We got a couple of weeks to get this done before this bill is on the president's desk on Memorial Day. So we have to do it right now. This is an opportunity for you to invite folks to the call to hear from these meaning-making leaders that are giving us concrete calls to action right now. And I am hyped to share with you our next speaker, someone who has been about this work for years, someone who you all know because you've seen her in the streets, as you've seen her on the mass calls. I am honored to bring to you Randy Weingarten, the president of the American Federation of Teachers, and it's nearly 2 million members. Randy, we'll toss it to you next.
Thank you, Ashley. And I snuck out of an event to be in a car right now because these calls are so important and what everybody is doing is so important. This being out on the streets, doing the canvassing that people are going to do on Saturday. You've heard it from others already. It is vital for a few reasons. Number one, President Trump believes that he's the master salesman. And all he has to do is cow and bully people and lie, and then magic. They'll get their tax cuts. They don't care about people. They don't care about food insecurity. They don't care about Medicaid. They don't care about regular folks. He can barely say the word groceries. So being on the street is one of the few ways that we show that he's dead wrong. And we show the Congress, who has to vote for all of this, that that is not what the people want. And it also shows other people when we're out on the streets and when we're canvassing that they're not alone. So what you are doing every time we're canvassing, every time we're out on the streets, it is the way in which the people, and look, I say this as a high school social studies civics teacher, it should be enough to go to the Congress and make our case, but it isn't in this moment when we have a president that doesn't care and a Congress that is too bullied by a president that doesn't care. But because people have been on the streets, because of these issues, look, even Senator Josh Hawley in the New York Times this week told his Republican counterparts that this is a morally wrong thing to do. He said it was also politically suicidal, but morally wrong. And why? I saw people all over the Congress in wheelchairs on Tuesday and Wednesday trying to get into Congress people to say, don't do this. Don't take away our Medicaid. Don't take away the tax credits for ACA. A third of the kids in the United States of America get their health care from Medicaid. I was in a school today in Lowell, Massachusetts. We have a community school. One of the parents got up and said, we have our health care for our kids because of this school. How does this school get it? Because of Medicaid, because of CHIPS. All across the country, OTs, PTs, wheelchairs, everything that we have in terms of health care, most of it comes from Medicaid. This is going to kill people if these cuts go through. And so it's intergenerational. It's our kids, it's our grandparents and parents. Those of us who have parents or grandparents who have been in long-term assisted living, it's paid for by Medicaid. Those of us who are disabled, it's paid for by Medicaid. It is the safety net of safety nets. And so being out there on the street, being outraged, how dare they want tax cuts for billionaires who can afford health care instead of Medicaid and the ACA tax credits. So be righteous. Know it is working, as everyone else has said. We got to get through the finish line. They already stopped the votes they were going to have today because they can't get to an agreement because of the work we've done already. Be out there, be courageous. You are saving lives and you are saving democracy. Thank you.
There's no hyperbole here. Randy just told us this is literally about saving people's lives. Some of the very people that you're hearing from in the chat. I'm getting text messages from folks that are watching on Free Speech TV right now, thanking our speakers for telling the truth and inspiring people to not just be fearful, but to be courageous and fight back to make sure that they do not prioritize profit and the consolidation of their own power over our literal families' lives, y'all. This is what we're talking about. I also got some text messages from folks in my DMs and stuff talking about they don't understand the text thing. So I'm going to explain it one more time before we go to our next speaker. So you get your phone out, right? You said phones out. I see y'all still saying phones out in the chat. So get your phone out. Go to the text messaging app, whatever text messaging app you use. You go to that text messaging app. You text the word no cuts. I say the word because there's no spaces. It's NOCUTS with no space in between. No cuts. You text that word to the phone number 70303. If you do that, we'll be able to continue to stay in touch with you, remind you of the calls to action over the next couple of weeks as we continue to put pressure on the GOP-led Congress to stop this attack on Medicaid. So that's what time it is. We need you to do it. If you've already done it and you've said done in the chat, I need you to tell somebody else to do it. When you've done that, say, I recruited someone in the chat so I can shout you out as we have time. Now I get to bring up my brother, my dear friend, my party leader, the national director of the Working Families Power, to talk about the canvases and phone banks that we're leading. Mo, I'll toss it to you next.
Ashley, thank you so much. My name is Maurice Mitchell. I'm the National Director of Working Families Power. I'm so happy to be with all of you tonight. And why are we here? We're here tonight because some elected leaders want to do something so catastrophic, so deeply immoral, cut off healthcare for millions of families across our country, millions of our neighbors, some of us who are watching right now. Now, these aren't just budget lines on a spreadsheet. We're talking about real people who have families and friends and people who love them. And if we let these cuts go through, the damage will ripple throughout our entire communities. Whether or not we're on Medicaid or not, if we let these cuts go through, we will feel this in our families' lives, in our communities, because these services support all of us. Now, thank God Medicaid is a safety net for those who are most in need. People like myself, decades ago, when I was in between jobs and desperately needed healthcare. And I was able to get it because those programs were in place and they were funded. And we also know it is false to think that Medicaid just covers the poorest among us, although it does that, and thank God it does that. It covers nursing home care for seniors. It covers health care for kids with disabilities and essential treatments for working parents who can't afford private insurance. Now, if Medicaid is slashed, hospitals, especially ones in rural areas, are at risk of closure. Doctors will have fewer resources to work with. And when people can't afford preventive care, the cost of emergency treatment will be passed on to everyone else. So some Republicans want you to believe that these cuts only affect someone else. But when people lose healthcare, hospitals shutter, emergency rooms get crowded, premiums go up. Republicans know this. Your Republican elected official knows this. They know how unpopular these cuts are. That's why they're avoiding their constituents. They're skipping out of town halls. We've seen it on TV. They're refusing to talk to reporters. They know how catastrophic these cuts are. They don't want to be held accountable for their actions. They're too afraid of Donald Trump and Elon Musk and not afraid enough of us. And that has to end today. So it's on us to be the ones who hold them accountable. If they won't hold themselves accountable, and if they're hiding behind the shadow of the billionaires and their friends, their MAGA friends, we need to hold them accountable. This is bigger than politics. This is a moral issue, a fundamental right and wrong issue. So we're launching canvases and phone banks in congressional districts across the country to say loud and clear, hands off our healthcare, period, full stop. So the links to sign up are pinned to the chat. Just like Ashley said, you could text no cuts to 303, text no cuts to 70303. I messed it up, Ashley. Now they're gonna be like 30, text no cuts to 70303 to find a canvas near you or an upcoming phone bank. We'll have canvases, we'll have phone banks. We're gonna bring the fight to them. We're gonna bring the truth to them. House by house, phone by phone, community member by community member. We're gonna build the biggest, broadest, most diverse movement, moral movement for justice this country has ever seen. And this is one of our first tests. So we need to make clear that our communities are not bargaining chips. And we won't let them cut healthcare just to give tax breaks to billionaires like Elon Musk and all of those other oligarchs, right? So please sign up. They want you to think that it's inevitable, that they already have the votes counted in Congress. That's a lie. They are feeling the pressure. There are breaks in their coalition. Let's break that coalition up with the moral authority of the people. Let's do it. Let's win. Thank you.
Listen, if you don't believe that we will win, I'm telling you that these speakers have a fire in my belly, some salve on my soul, and I feel ready to go. And I see you all in the chat. Y'all are helping folks out. Y'all are sharing the links. Again, you can see in the little banner underneath my face that you can text no cuts to 70303. You can see in the live comments on YouTube, the pinned comments, those are where you can also get to the links. And Judy, I saw you say, well, listen, the text stuff is not my favorite. Can y'all email it? And I want you to know that I saw you. I'm going to tell the team that we need to make sure we're emailing it out as well. I'm sure they will, but just know we didn't miss you. We see you. We're going to try to make that happen. You also heard Mo say we're getting back to the old school organizing interventions of door knocking. We're going to get out there. We're going to build community. We're going to build relationship. We're going to call our neighbors and we're going to make sure that Congress hears from us. Folks are asking if there are any targeted senators or representatives that we should be hitting up. Y'all, at this point, it's all hands on deck, right? I told you it's an all hands on deck moment. So I want you to call your folks and I want you to email your folks and I want you to make sure that you've texted no cuts to 70303 so that when we need to give you any more specific calls to action, you can get it. I also saw some folks asking when we getting back in the streets to march. I think on this call, you might hear a little bit more about that. So I'm not gonna spill the beans on it, but I did see somebody in the chat already tell you. So you might have caught it already, but I have a feeling one of our speakers is going to talk about it. If not, I'll tell you at the end. All right. Next, we get my brother, my friend, my homie, and the co-executive director of Popular Democracy. Y'all already know him. He's about to come and tell us some truth, and he's going to tell us about the work that Popular Democracy is doing in key congressional districts. Demario Cooper, come on in the room.
Yo, thank you, Ashley. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you, Mo. Thanks to all the speakers who came before. Y'all lighting this up. I'm here to let y'all know that the things that we're talking about ain't just talk. Like, we're actually doing these things already, right? Like, people are in the street inside of congressional districts that are contested, and our affiliates, along with a lot of people who are on this call right now, organizations who are on this call, are going out into these communities this weekend. The thing that Mo was just saying, I want to reiterate, which is this is our moment. It may feel scary. You may be scared. You may have anxiety. You may feel like, oh my God, this is the thing. But actually, we are in a moment to define who we are, who real Americans are. We need to steal what it means to be a patriot right now. We need to steal it because actually the thing says that we all are created equal. That's what it is. The things that say we all are supposed to be protected as human beings. That's what it's about. That's the real project of this country. And it is our time right now, right in this moment, right now, that we get to show up for ancestors and generations that come behind us. This is like the time for us to stand up and define what it means to be a human being in these here United States. So fundamentally, I want to tell y'all a couple of things. One, our affiliates are helping build these organizing events and these canvases in 16 different CDs, congressional districts across the country. They're critical congressional districts. You might live in one, or you might live next to one, or you just need to activate people in the place where you're at. People keep asking you like, hey, turn out people, talk to people, move this message. We need as many people as we could possibly get. Right now, we've already inside of Popular Democracy just by ourselves, not even counting all the other people who have leaned in and shouldered into this effort around us actually responding to this moment when they're trying to literally fleece us and steal Medicaid so that they can fund a deportation machine. Right now, you have challenges to birthright citizenship. You have challenges to equal protection under law. You're seeing the violation of due process. And we have a president who's wondering whether or not he's supposed to protect our Constitution. It is literally our moment. It is literally the people's moment. It is what this country was built for. We got to do it right now, right now. And so we're going to bring people. We had thousands of people actually out marching in rallies. We've had about 40 actions just in Popular Democracy, which has had like 11,000 people show up and move. That's just our little small piece of it. Together, we can grow this thing so large in this moment that not only will it react to this moment, but we could build for the future we want. We could use this thing that feels like it's impossible right now to build a future where we all can thrive. And so when you get as we're going out and finding stories and bringing people in, we want to take them people to DC. We want to bring the people into our states, and we want to make sure our voices are heard. Make sure you sign up for the sign up sheet this weekend. We need as many people to come out this weekend. Right now, do what you can. This thing is happening next week. They're trying to cut our stuff next week. We have to fight them. You're the ones to do it. We're the ones to do it. We the people we looking for. Be there with us. Thank you, Ashley. Thanks, y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Mario, we love you. We're sending love to the fam. We know you was holding it down at flag football practice today.
I was at flag football practice today.
We love you. Thank you for being here. And y'all heard my brother. He said we the ones. Nobody else is coming to save us, y'all. It is evident. When they said they were going to flood the zone, they meant it. Maya Angelou said, believe them when they tell you who they are the first time. So I'm believing that they are coming for our people, that they are coming to cut Medicaid, that they are going to try to consolidate their wealth and power at our expense. And I think I saw, who said it? Chantel was in the chat. Chantel said, this is the turning point. That's what she said. And I believe her. Death is not how the story ends for our people. Democracy is how the story ends for our people. Thriving in healthy, sustainable, and equitable communities is the end of the story for our people. We are the ones, y'all. And the way that we're going to get locked in, the way that we're going to get our assignment is by making sure that we're following the calls to action that the leaders that are making meaning for us on this call have made, right? We need you to text no cuts to 70303 so we can make sure you get the calls to action. For folks that are like, we need an email, we're going to work on that. But what you can do right now is you can text no cuts to 70303. You can tell your friends. I don't even care if they're your friends. You can tell the people you don't like to text no cuts to 70303 like lives depend on it, because they absolutely do. For folks that are wondering, what do you do if you already know your congressperson is supportive of fighting to save Medicaid? Call and thank them. Email and thank them. And then sign up. Still do no cuts to 70303, because there might be a congressional district near you, to DeMario and to Maurice's point, that needs your support. Right? We might need you to actually support some other folks who don't have the luxury and privilege of having someone who cares about healthcare for all of our people. So still text no cuts to 70303, and then still make sure that you contact your elected official. We're going to keep this thing moving, and I have the esteemed privilege of introducing to some and bringing back for others Neil Bisno, the Executive Vice President of the one and only SEIU, to talk about the impacts of Medicaid cuts to healthcare workers. Neil, we will toss it to you next.
Thank you so much, Ashley. I am a proud executive officer of SEIU, the largest healthcare workers union in North America. I want to thank everyone for joining this call. I don't know about you, I am so fired up. I am so inspired by all of the speakers and being together with all of you. And I want to tell you that across this country, healthcare workers are rising up to say no cuts. And we are so grateful for all of you being in this fight with us, because make no mistake, what's happening right now is a full-blown attack on working people across race and place in this country, and on healthcare workers in particular. In fact, it's a full-blown attack on the very foundation of our healthcare system. You know, Medicaid, we've heard a lot about Medicaid tonight. It's many things. It's a safety net. It's a lifeline for nearly 80 million people across this country. but it's a lot more than that. It's the very backbone of our entire healthcare system. It keeps hospitals open. It keeps home care running. It keeps millions of healthcare workers on the job every day. But as we've heard, right now, Republicans in Congress are pushing forward massive Medicaid cuts that would rip healthcare and services away from families and unleash devastating consequences for healthcare workers, for the people they care for, and for our entire communities. Let's just be crystal clear. The only people who benefit from this plan, the only people, are billionaires and the ultra wealthy. Everybody else, workers, patients, caregivers, families who are struggling every single day just to get by, all of the rest of us are going to pay the price if these cuts go through. They threaten the jobs of hundreds of thousands of healthcare workers. And let's talk about healthcare for a minute. This is the largest economic sector in our nations. It's the largest industry in our economy. I happen to live in Pittsburgh, and we are very proud in Western Pennsylvania of our Steelers. But let's be clear, the largest industry in our state is not manufacturing, it's healthcare. The largest employer in our state is not U.S. Steel, it's UPMC Health System. And when you go across our state, it's not just Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, Johnstown and Altoona and Reading and Scranton, Wilkes-Barre. The largest employers in so many communities across the Midwest and across the country are healthcare systems, and they depend on Medicaid. We've all seen the headlines. We heard from Ashley earlier. We know there's already a healthcare staffing crisis in this country, and Medicaid is one of the key sources of funding for healthcare. Cutting it will only deepen that staffing crisis and push more and more essential healthcare workers out of the field. And let's also be clear about who is targeted most hard in these cuts. It's home care and nursing homes, where the majority of workers are women, and particularly women of color and immigrant workers. And that is not an accident, sisters and brothers and siblings. These caregivers are doing essential, often invisible labor that allows families and communities to work, to thrive, and to grow. Undermining Medicaid means deepening the existing inequities in our workforce that already faces in healthcare low pay, limited benefits, and little recognitions. It is so outrageous that just a few years after a once-in-a-century pandemic, when essential healthcare workers sacrificed with their lives and risked their lives every single day, that we are now fighting to protect the very funding that makes their jobs possible and makes their wages and benefits funded. So protecting Medicaid is critical to advancing equity and honoring the value of care work in our economy and in our society. You know, when you slash Medicaid, you slash home care. You force families to make impossible choices between essential care for a parent, a child, or a loved one, life-saving medication, or putting food on the table. No family should ever have to make those kind of choices. You drive home care workers further into poverty and leave seniors and those with disabilities with no one to care for them and no ability to live the independent lives that they deserve. In nursing homes, over 60% of residents, seniors and people with disabilities, rely on Medicaid. Over 60%. These cuts would devastate these already strained facilities that are already terribly understaffed. Cutting funding will strip away critical staffing protections where they exist, drive even more caregivers out of the workforce, and put the quality of care and the well-being of residents at serious risk. As an earlier speaker told you, these cuts will kill people. When it comes to rural and safety net hospitals, nearly half of rural hospitals are already operating on razor-thin or negative margins, and many rely heavily on Medicaid. These cuts will push them over the edge, force them to close entire departments like OBGYN or mental health services, or shut down altogether. And when that happens, entire communities lose access to care and have to drive hours for an ER visit or prenatal care. Cuts mean layoffs, wage freezes, and local economies in crisis. I just want to say one word about the cuts that Republicans are planning to defund Planned Parenthood, taking away people's access to cancer screenings, to birth control, to STI treatment. And this part of their cuts, as someone mentioned earlier, it just moves costs elsewhere. In fact, these cuts, according to the Congressional Budget Office, would actually increase the federal deficit by a staggering $300 million. So this is not about cutting costs or balancing a budget. This is about cutting care and attacking families and women and working people across race and place. So the big picture is pretty clear. This is about healthcare, but it's about much more than healthcare. It's about our entire economy. When the federal government cuts Medicaid, the cost doesn't just disappear. One place it goes is it shifts onto states. That means the pressure on everything else we care about: education, public safety, infrastructure, public services, parks and public spaces. The pressure just increases, and those services end up getting on the chopping block in state budgets. It's a deliberate choice. Congressional Republicans are choosing billionaires over working families, corporate tax breaks over community health. They are trying to dismantle the care infrastructure that millions of families and workers rely on, and we cannot let them get away with it, and we will not let them get away with it. I am so inspired and motivated by this call. We know that we have to speak out. We have to stand together. We need to fight back, not just for Medicaid, but for the values that Medicaid represents: equity, dignity, justice for all people, not just the wealthy few. And if we know one thing in the labor movement, sister, brothers, and siblings, it's that there's power in numbers. It's that solidarity is powerful. It's that when we fight together, we win together. So let's go fight together, let's go win together, and let's say no cuts. Back to you, Ashley.
Neil, we love you. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I see a whole bunch of SEIU family in the chat. Y'all, the House of Labor is at the ready, is saying no cuts and saying hands off our healthcare. Thank you, Neil, and the leadership of SEIU for always being here when it counts. We have a couple more speakers to get to before we call this call over. And I am so excited to hear from our next speaker. She is the co-executive director of the Center for Health Progress. She's going to talk to us about the fight for healthcare justice in Colorado. Teresa Trujillo, take it away.
Thank you so much, Ashley. My name is Teresa, and I'm from Colorado. I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm really proud to be the co-executive director at Center for Health Progress. We are the kind of people-powered, multiracial, member-led organization that wants our working-class communities and people made poor to have real power over the decisions that impact our lives. We work across the state of Colorado with deep, deep ties in places like Fort Morgan, Metro Denver, and my hometown of Pueblo. We recruit hundreds, literally hundreds of community members who have a shared stake in taking on greedy corporations and executives who've rigged our healthcare system, who've bankrupted our families, and who've bought the votes of our elected officials. We organize healthcare workers who worry that the care they provide will drive their patients into medical debt, and folks who can't access the healthcare they deserve. We organize people who live under the threat of discrimination and everyone who is struggling to make ends meet. Our grassroots leaders are really winning campaigns and policies that limit corporate power and strengthen government oversight. We need all of us to build the institutions that value people over profit. And I'm also really proud to be an affiliate of People's Action Institute. They're a national partner relationship that's helped us to multiply our power and ensure that our leaders' voices are heard by federal lawmakers. We're canvassing in Pueblo on Sunday in Colorado's Congressional District 3. It's geographically one of the largest congressional districts in the country. And we're canvassing in an effort to continue to pressure freshman Congressman Jeff Hurd. One reason that he's a top-tier target in this fight is that his father opened the first federally qualified health center in Jeff's hometown in Grand Junction, Colorado. 31% of that entire congressional district relies on Medicaid. Indicated via the media that he's willing to break ranks with the congressional majority, but his actions have yet to demonstrate that. So Center for Health Progress has opted to host this canvas because we're sending 4 of our neighbors to Washington, D.C. next week for some good old-fashioned civil disobedience. Those folks will be part of Sunday's canvas, and folks who come to canvas will have the opportunity to meet the people who will represent us at those direct actions. So I hope you'll join us. Ashley's been telling you how to get signed up. You know, I know, and you know, that working people really have made this the wealthiest country in the world. And there's enough for everyone, but only if corporations and billionaires don't steal it. And we won't let them. Thank you so much.
Y'all give it up one time for Teresa. Thank you for your leadership, sister. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your consistency. We're grateful to have you here with us. And thank you for leading us in this moment. Y'all, we've got a killer closeout speaker. But before I bring you to him, because I know the chat is going to go wild, I have to do two things. First, I have to remind you, for those of you that just joined us, welcome. For those of you who lost your signal for a second, we're here. We're here. We didn't go nowhere. We see you. We love you. We're excited to continue this call with you. I need you to make sure that if you haven't already, that you've gotten your phone out, that you've pulled out your text messaging app, that you have texted the word no cuts, NOCUTS, to 70303. I need you to do that right now. And if you haven't already invited a friend, I need you to do that right now too. I also would be remiss if I didn't shout out the folks that are throwing links in the chat, y'all. They're trying to get 50 more people signed up for phone banking and door knocking. I saw it in the thread. So I need you to click that link. And for our friends that are dropping links, feel free to drop it again. We're trying to make sure that we put up, right? It's not enough just to get on this call, get inspired, say all the right things in the live chat, and then not go talk to our neighbors, right? Like this is where it's all hands on deck, and our solidarity has to be more than a value. It has to be a doing thing. I've already seen folks saying, I just emailed my congressman right now. I see you in the chat. I know that many of you have called and will call. But I need you to also be willing to talk to other everyday people, other workers, other neighbors, other community members, other people that love and live and look like us, and even ones who don't. Because it's going to take all of us right now to save Medicaid, right? It's going to take every single one of us. So I need you to take that link that's in the live stream chat, and I need you to click it. I need you to sign up for a phone bank, for door knocking. I need you to share that link tree with your friends to make sure that they have an opportunity to do it. We don't have to do it by ourselves. We can take a crew, right? So I need you to make sure that you're taking these calls to action seriously. Text no cuts to 70303. And let's see if we can get 50 more people signed up for phone banking and door knocking before the end of this call. Now, I have the esteemed privilege to bring up again someone who is no stranger to our mass calls, these action calls, and has been an incredible leader on the front lines. Y'all know him because most of y'all are members of Indivisible. I don't have to introduce him to most of y'all. He is the co-director of Indivisible, Ezra Levine. He's going to talk about our Neighbor to Neighbor program. Ezra, I will kick it to you next.
Thank you, Ashley. Hey, it is great. I am so fired up. How can you not listen to all these incredible speakers and not come out being like, oh my God, we're going to do this. We are going to do this. And I want to highlight something I heard from Shaniqua, I heard from Mo, I've heard it from you, Ashley, I've heard it from Teresa, from a lot. This is a live fight, y'all. This is a live fight. The game is not over. We do not know how this will play out. They can lose. We can win. The authoritarians, look, they want you to believe that they're invincible, that they're all powerful, that their agenda is inevitable. That's bullshit. You think the party of Mike Johnson and Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert have this on lock? You think they have it all together? You think it's just going to happen because they're behind it? They are weak. Their margins are small. Their agenda is unpopular. And they are terrified that their constituents, their own constituents, are going to find out what they're doing. And that's going to sink their effort. That's their mindset right now. Cutting Medicaid has a 15% approval rating in any congressional district. I'm talking the reddest red. 15% of people are like, yeah, let's cut Medicaid. That's how popular this is. It is one of the least popular things they could be doing. So what's our job now? Our job is to feed the political fear of those coming after our health care. That's what we need to do. They should be worried about the political backlash. They should be worried that they're ending their political careers if they sign off on this. So how do we do this? There are a lot of actions that we can take. We've heard from a lot of great groups. I'm going to cover a couple of things you can do in your neighborhood, but I want to highlight, it's important you do something. This is a live fight. Figure out what makes sense for you and take action wherever it makes sense for you to take that action. We need to mobilize the mass of people who are against this. We need to make clear to these members of Congress that they're playing with fire right here. And it doesn't start with some, big national effort led by talking heads. It starts with you in your community. That's how this is led. It is bottom up. That is how we're going to win this. So I'm going to talk about a couple things that you can plug into in your own neighborhood. One is something we call neighbor to neighbor. It's called neighbor to neighbor because it is neighbors talking to neighbors. That's what this is. People talk a lot about influencers. How do we get this out into that community? We don't need George Clooney. He's not going to win this for us. We need you. Nobody is going to convince the people in your own community better than you. You are the most authentic communicator out there in your community. So how do you get to those folks? We are targeting a handful of districts, 25 Republican House target districts, 4 Senate districts. So if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, and you live in Arizona, California, Colorado, Michigan, Nebraska, New Jersey, Nevada, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, if you are in Ohio for the Senate, North Carolina for the Senate, Maine for the Senate, or Utah for the Senate, you have special power right now. You have special power because you have a member of Congress who could be moved. And what do they need to hear? They need to hear from their own constituents on this, the folks who are going to choose whether or not to vote for them. So the way neighbor to neighbor works, it's really simple. You sign up and you get a list of 5 neighbors within a block or 2 of where you live. And these aren't MAGA types. You don't have to worry about this. You're not convincing people to care about Medicaid or get to your side. They agree with you. They just haven't made their voice heard yet. So you get to play this role in your own neighborhood and tell them, hey, good news, we have power right now. We can use that power right now. We can get in touch with our elected officials right now. And you can lead them through that process, empowering them and building the pressure from the ground up. This is something you can do right now. You can get those 5 names. If you love it, get 5 more neighbors. And you can contact more people, build a little community about it. Like Ashley said, you don't have to do it on your own. Get a whole crew out and go and talk to your neighbors. This is fun. You get to meet people. You get to get outside and you get to talk to them about something they agree with you on and tell them that they can actually have an impact. That's one. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Ezra, but I don't live in one of those states. I don't live in one of those districts. What am I going to do? Well, we have another thing called Fight Back with Friends. So if you don't live in one of those states that I just mentioned, there is another way you can plug in. This is known as a relational organizing program. So the whole idea of this is you're reaching out to people you've got a connection to. Maybe your friends on social media, maybe you went to school with them, maybe you're good friends, they live in a different state or different district. This program, Fight Back with Friends, identifies the folks in those key areas, and you get to be the bearer of good news. You get to say, hey, I don't live in one of the districts or states where there is a member of Congress who's going to make the difference here, but you do. You high school friend, you Facebook friend, you person that I've been engaging with for a long time. We've got a good relationship. You happen to have a lot of power in this moment. Why don't you use it? Here, I'm going to walk you through how to use it. This is how we are building the mass opposition to one of the least popular pieces of legislation in modern history. But I just want to underline, the goal here is not to convince people that they should be on the right side. They're with us. It's the Republicans in Congress who are coming after our healthcare who are in the minority. It's them who are operating in the dark, trying to get this done quickly so nobody notices. We're noticing. We're making sure as many people notice as possible. And whether you're going to Indivisible to do this, or Working Families, or Vote Save, or Popular Democracy, find the group that is doing something that makes sense for you and take action, because we're not going to win this by standing on the sidelines. We all need to get engaged, get into this fight, and we're going to win this. We are going to win this. I'll see you out there. Thank you, Ashley. Back to you.
Ezra, we're so grateful for the work that you and Leah and the team are doing. I see people being like, yo, I hit it. I'm getting a bad request. Y'all might have broken into Visible's website. So give them a second, reload it. I promise you're going to get it. And if you miss the states, no sweat, because we're going to get you the links to all of the calls to action if you've texted no cuts to 70303. But Ezra, just for good housekeeping, give them the states one more time for the neighbor to neighbor.
You got it. Okay, so you want to go and contact your neighbors. For those of y'all who live in these states, you're in a good position. So Arizona, California, Colorado, Michigan, Nebraska, New Jersey, Nevada, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Ohio, North Carolina, Maine, and Utah. There's a good chance, based on population, you might be in one of those states. And please do sign up. Let's start talking to your neighbors.
All right, let's get it done. Let's make it so. You all, we have yet come to the end of another mass call. You now have an opportunity to join incredibly led organizations, folks that are leaders that you can trust, that are making meaning of this moment and giving us concrete calls to action that we can take up right now to block the consolidation of a fascist threat against our people and build the kind of movements that our people have always deserved. Y'all, it's right now. It is us. It is our time. It is our turn. And I am so glad to be one in the number with you. We have heard some heartbreaking and heart-soothing stories tonight. We have been inspired by words of our speakers and our friends and colleagues in the chat. Y'all, I need you to remember that we only have a couple of weeks to make our voices heard on this thing. It's going to take tens, if not hundreds of thousands of us to see the change that we want in this country and to defend and fight for our communities and make sure that Medicaid does not get cut to put some money in the pockets of billionaires, y'all. I need you to join one of the organizations that made tonight's call happen. I need you to take action in your community. You've got so many options. You can support the American Federation of Teachers or the Communication Workers of America. You could join For Our Future or Indivisible. You could shout out, drop a coin on Movement Labs or Move On or the National Education Association. You could show up and show out with People's Action Institute or Popular Democracy. You could join and support, be a member of Planned Parenthood Action. You could show up for Public Citizens, seed the vote, go hit these doors, right? You could join or support SEIU showing up for racial justice. Shout out to our Surge family that's on the call. And you absolutely could become a member of Working Families Power. We need you. Now is the time for us to come together across all of our differences, find the organizational home of your choice, and get down on these calls to action. When people tell you that none of us are doing anything or none of it will be enough, what I know is that I can't be smaller than non-existent. And the organizations like these are giving us an opportunity to step into meaningful work that can actually make a difference. I need you to text "no cuts" to 70303 to knock doors, to phone bank, to get out in these congressional districts, to make our voices heard. Y'all, I see you in the text being like, well, Ashley, I didn't see you pull out your phone. Well, guess what, friends? I'll do it right now. I'm going to text "no cuts" to 70303. I'm doing it right now. So I'm also accountable to you for doing it. I need you to do it as well. It's time to turn the pressure up. We did it with the 140,000 people that got on the November 7th call. We did it with We Are Worth Fighting For. We did it with Hands Up. We did it again on May 1st. We're going to do it again to make sure that we save Medicaid. We're going to turn up the pressure and make it clear to our members of Congress that we will not stand silently while they cut our health care. And even if it doesn't directly impact us as individuals, if it impacts my neighbor, it matters to me because none of us are free until all of us are free. We're going to talk to our friends. We're going to talk to our neighbors, our family. We're going to urge everyone we know to call and email their local representatives. Y'all, thank you for not regarding it robbery to be with us tonight. We love you. Stay safe, stay active. Let's keep fighting. We'll see you in the streets.